Welcome. I'm going to share a short practice with you today. If you'd like, you can do this once through. If you have a little bit more time, you could do it twice through and repeat the same series again. Begin with one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And as you sense into your body, you might notice your breath, your heart rate. And you can repeat quietly to yourself or share verbally, speaking aloud in the space you're in, 2 words that describe what you're feeling or what you're noticing in this moment. As you begin to move, bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, arms float down by your sides to where they began. Repeat this a couple times. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, float your arms down by your sides. Follow the pace of your breath as you do a couple of rounds. Optional, your head and eyes could look upward. On your next exhale, bow towards your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow in towards your feet once again. Inhale, come back up to standing. Maybe you look upward towards your hands. Exhale, arms by your sides. Repeat that new series. Inhale, sweep arms upward. Exhale, bow towards your feet. Inhale, lift torso halfway. And exhale, bow back towards your feet. Inhale, use strength of legs to lift you upright. Exhale, arms by your sides. Do one more round on your own, following the pace of your breath. Is it possible for your movement to follow your breath and last the full length of your inhale and the full length of your exhale? We'll add into this series. Inhale, sweep your arms upward. Exhale, bow towards your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back and bring your left knee to the floor. If you're on a hard surface, a blanket could be helpful. You can keep your hands on your blocks or tippy fingers on the floor, or even hands to front thigh. How does it feel to shift forward and backward a few times from a low lunge to kind of a half fold hamstring stretch? I encourage you to continue moving at the pace of your breath, allowing movement to last full length of inhale and exhale. After you've done a few with hands supporting you, you have the option to move your arms in space, which will challenge your balance some, or a lot, and will bring a little bit more movement to shoulders and upper back. At any time you can linger. Maybe it feels good to linger in the lunge shape. Maybe it feels good for you to linger in the half hamstring forward fold shape. And then as you're ready, you'll lunge into your front leg and tuck your back toes under, back knee lifts. Step your back foot to meet your front foot. Bow towards your feet once again. Inhale, reach for the sky, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms float by your sides. Take a breath for nothing. And notice, maybe with hands, sensing like a stethoscope, what's happening under your skin. Has your breath rate changed? What do you notice as difference between your right side and your left side? Second side. Inhale, sweep your arms upward. Exhale, bow towards your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back, right knee to the ground. And following the pattern of your breath, move forward and backward from the low lunge to half runner stretch. Noticing what you feel. A forward bend shape, back bend shape. Then you have the option, after you've done a few like that, to move your blocks off to the side if you're using them, and to start to move forward and backward with your arms also moving in space. Feels really wobbly for me to do this, but helps me connect to the floor because of that wobbliness. I'm more aware of my feet and my foundation. You always have the option to keep your hands on the blocks and work with that variation. If you'd like, you can linger. There's lots of options for lingering. You can linger in the lunge, bringing your arms into any other shape, like a cactus, or even hands to hip or hands to thigh. You could also linger in that half hamstring shape. I've grabbed blocks to support my hands. You can change your position of your front foot, pulling toes towards your shin, pointing toes away from you. On your next exhale, you'll lunge into your front leg. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Push off your big toe and step your back foot forward. Bow towards your feet. You can keep knees bent as much as it's helpful for you. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, arms by your sides. Pause. Once again, you can take hands to torso, using them a bit like stethoscopes. Sensing what's changed. Breath, heart rate, warmth in your body, maybe feelings of tingling or pulsation in muscles, in skin. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and step feet wide. Now, it could be helpful to have your two blocks, so feel free to have those nearby. You can have them about the width of your feet. And with hands to hips, can you hinge and fold, and maybe taking blocks about shoulder distance apart. They can be on high height or low. As you linger here for a moment, can you lengthen from your tail to your crown of your head? On inhale, sweep one arm up towards the ceiling, and exhale, de-rotate back down. And do that 2 or 3 more times. Push down through the hand that's rooted, whether it be on the block or the ground. And change sides when you finish the one you're on. the hand that's pushing down creates a lift through that shoulder and your other shoulder. And let yourself move in and out here on your breath. And when you're ready, you'll linger with hands on blocks, or you can continue that fold, sliding blocks off to the side, depending on what your hamstrings and your spine and all the tissues that connect them give you permission to do. When you feel ready, bend your knees, take your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift up to standing. It can be helpful to stop at the halfway point. With your next exhale, walk your feet together. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And once again, sense inward, what do you notice? And then what words might you use to describe your feeling or experience in this moment? I recommend 2, because most often we find ourselves feeling things that are sometimes considered paradoxical or what we would normally think of as opposites of one another. And you might find that those 2 words that you used at the beginning of your practice are similar to what you're noticing now. And you might find that your experience has changed because of this time you took to move and breathe. Thank you so much.